Kieran McGuire here, Boxing Bands. I'm very happy to be here with victorious Eric Donovan here in Ulster Hall. Eric, I was thinking to myself, like, it's a mad old game. Like, you're fighting in Glasgow in front of thousands and against a two-time Olympic gold medalist, and then you're here headlining, in the Ulster Hall. Brings you right back then, but then you're going to be going again, I imagine, before the end of the year. How do you adapt to those situations?
Oh, it's incredible, but it's a very sobering kind of a feeling as well. 1 minute you're walking out in front of 15,000 people, Sky Sports cameras, ESPN cameras, and against a living legend, one of the greatest boxers of all time. And then you're coming in here and you're trying to regroup and build yourself back up and get back on track. But do you know what? They're all important. They're all part of the journey, and it's just wonderful to be able to do it. And I'm just so grateful for my sponsorship team and all the fans that come up to watch me tonight here in the Europa Hotel. And I'm very happy to get 6 rounds in the bank and get back on track, because you always remember your last fight. And every time I look back, I think of the loss to Ramirez. But when I look back to my last fight now, it's that one that I had tonight, and I've 6 good rounds in the bank and worked on a good few things, made a bit of progress, was able to transfer the training plans from the training floor into the fight tonight, and that's it. Move onwards.
For you tonight, what was it about in terms of stylistically? Like, what was it for you? I know it was a bit getting rounds in as well. Like, but was it just stuff that Packy's been working with you in the gym? Is it?
Yeah, it's just about being able to kind of learn how to navigate your way through the fights, manage your rounds a little bit better. Sometimes I can be quite bouncy, quite jerky, quite up on my toes, but need to kind of become more sturdier in the ring, stronger, sturdier. And I thought I did that tonight. I became a little bit more robust in myself, tight defence, covered up well, read the situations well, moved my feet pretty good, landed very, jab was on point, and landed some cracking backhands, and moved the head afterwards, didn't stay there afterwards, so there was a good number of things, several different things that we've been working on in the gym that we got to show tonight. Sometimes you might just make 1 or 2 little progresses, you know what I mean? But tonight we made several, and it was very good.
You've said before, and I actually listened to it on a podcast there a couple of weeks ago, the Talking Bollocks one, but you were saying how now you'd love to fight for like an EBU title, and I know you are sanctioned for the EU title at super featherweight. Before the end of the year, would you imagine that would be a goal for you to fight for the EU title, or yeah?
Honestly, either or either. Like I can box at featherweight or super featherweight, and then you've 4 European titles, you've 2 EU titles, and you've 2 EBU titles in those weight divisions. So, look, I just hope I can get a shot at one of them. I really don't mind. As I said, like I'm not looking at boxing now for the next 4 or 5 years. I don't have a 3 or 4 or 5 year plan. I just want to fight for a European title and to win it, hopefully, and bow out like that, And I've had a great career, so many highs, so many lows, but it's been amazing. It's been some journey, and I am 37 shortly, and it's a hard game. It's a tough game. So, and I have other things that I want to spend my time with. Time is a valuable thing. I want to spend more time with my wife, my 2 kids, Jack and Troy, and my wife has a child on the way. Which is baby's due in October. So, priorities will change a bit, and I want to give back to the people that have been giving so much to me over the years.
Yeah, definitely. So, with that said, you probably want to get the title shot before October.
Yeah, it would. It would be nice. It would be nice to get it before October. But it's like anything. It's very rare that you can. It's very rare that you can pick and guarantee professional sport. That's not. I'd say I'm sure there's more people finished up with their professional careers in a dissatisfying way than a more content and satisfying way. So I'm just hoping that I can get there. It's no guarantee, but look, fingers crossed.
What's nice about speaking to you now that you're in a realization that you are in the tail end, is that you seem very much at peace with how your career's panned out, regardless of what happens before the end of the year, and you can kind of walk away with your head held high. Is that very much how you seem to be feeling?
Yeah, I do often think about boxing and thinking of that I am coming close to the end, and then I often think about what that will be like, But I retired before, but not in an official kind of capacity. I was sparring and training, but I retired from competition for about 3 years, from 2013 to 2016. But something inside me just never felt like I was really done, But I know I'm going to be really done the next time. The next time I retire, there's not going to be no George Foreman, Holyfield comebacks at 50 years of age or anything like that. No, it's going to be just, I'm done. But I will still always be involved in the sport, I think, in some capacity as a coach. I love coaching. I'm very passionate about coaching, and I'm working with, one of the best young boxers, I think, most exciting boxers in the country right now, Jude Gallagher, and I'm really looking forward to his journey and his future, and he's really only getting started in the game, and it's very exciting.
Yeah. And as well as that, you walking away from boxing, like you said before, like boxing used to be your identity as a person.
Yeah.
But you're juggling so many things now. It's almost as if I don't know if I have time for boxing anymore. Do you know? So I think that's probably why. Would you say that's why you're not as worried about when you walk away from the sport?
Yeah, I suppose that all just comes with education, Kieran. Like I've become more educated over the last number of years, and a lot of self-growth, a lot of self-maturing, a lot of self-development has happened. And I realised that, I'm not just a boxer. That boxing was my whole identity. It was everything it was everything about me. But not anymore. It's just something I'm very good at, and something that I do, and something that's a huge part of my life. But it's not everything. Yeah. And you're right, there's many other areas of my life and other areas and things that I do that are equally as important.
Well, Eric, really appreciate your time, and I'll let you get going back down to Drogheda.
Thank you, Karen, for Boxing Bands. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks.